What's going on, guys? It's your boy Choc, and this is our first official look at NBA 2K25 gameplay. If you guys are excited as I am, make sure that you smash the like button and let me know in the comments, guys. I respond to every single comment. Now, look, off rip, my initial thoughts watching this through the first time is that there 100% is a new dribble engine. A lot of people were calling cap on this. A lot of people were thinking that there wasn't going to be a new dribble engine. You can tell from watching the fluidity of the movement has changed significantly, okay? Obviously, we are watching the Boston Celtics right now, and if you guys don't know, the Boston Celtics do not have any players with great signature styles. However, if you look at Jason Tatum's move a minute ago, it wasn't half bad, okay? If you can see right here with Jason Tatum when he gets the ball, his move wasn't half bad, okay? He gets a couple of ugly ones, but he also gets a good one right here. That right there, for a player of his size, is not bad movement at all. Okay, so when we actually do figure out what the good signature styles are, it might show us that 6'8 plus builds will actually be usable. So point forwards may indeed be back out like they were rumored. Now, as we keep watching this gameplay, okay, another thing that you guys should know is the new way that we're seeing takeovers. Okay, so you guys are seeing right here, we have a bunch of different takeovers on the court. Now, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I am not sure what all of them mean, okay? As you guys can see, Porzingis, this is very clearly defense, but for the life of me, I cannot figure out what this is, okay? Because Tatum has this, PJ Washington has this, Kyrie has it. You can't see it right now, but you'll see it in another clip. So for the life of me, I can't figure out what that is. Now, Luka, he has a ball that's similar, but there's no hands on it, okay? So Jason Tatum, PJ Washington, Kyrie, they got the one with the hand on it. Luka just has a ball, and Luka is the only person on the court that has a ball. Jrue Holiday and Derek White, I'm assuming this is a defensive badge because they were both given that. Obviously, they're two of the NBA's better defenders. But unfortunately, this gameplay point of view is not from the Mavericks point of view, because if we had somebody usering Kyrie, we'd be able to see Kyrie's signature styles, okay? And obviously, year in and year out, Kyrie has very usable dribble moves, okay? You will end up equipping Kyrie styles early until the dribble gods figure out what we should actually put on, okay? There's certain things that you know you're gonna do day one. Like a lot of people are gonna put Curry's jump shot on, they're gonna put Kyrie dribble moves on, and then we're gonna figure it all out together, okay? Now, if you saw, we didn't get to see Klay Thompson's, but look, Klay Thompson, I can't figure out what his is. It's looking like a bullet. I'm assuming this is a shooting badge because we all know Klay Thompson is a shooter every year besides last year, but we know Klay Thompson in 2K is going to be known for his shooting. I'm going to assume that this is a spot up catch and shoot badge, and he's the only player on the court that would have something like that. So the new takeover system, you can see off rip, it's looking a little bit different. Everybody's got different things. It's not just a sharp badge. It's not just a defensive badge. It's not just a playmaking badge. There's a whole bunch of different things on the court, and that obviously is a new addition. And as I was saying before, the movement looks different, okay? The movement is definitely looking different. I would have loved to see some Kyrie Irving gameplay, but we didn't get any Kyrie Irving gameplay. We have Boston Celtics versus the Mavs, and we also have other games too, okay? Don't worry about it. Now, the gameplay you're gonna watch right here, Jamal Morant signature styles go absolutely crazy. And there's a couple things you gotta note in this gameplay, okay? Right there off rip, let's run that back, okay? Paint mashing is looking like it's going to be back to an extent, okay? This right here should not be a stop, and it's not a stop. A lot of people were worried that because the stick dunk was so OP in the paint this year, that they were gonna go heavy on making interior defense too much. This should not be a stop. So I'm glad to see that it's not a stop. That is encouraging to me. It shows that they're not overcomplicating things, but it also might tell you off rip that mashing may be back, okay? Because he got a quick turn. If you guys look, he caught the ball to the basket and rose up and dunked it. So positioning is going to be very, very important in this 2K for my big men out there. Now, for my guards, let's pay attention to Ja Morant's signature styles, okay? Boom, off rip, great behind the back, great hezzy. Morant has some good moves, okay? Off rip, you can see he has a nice hezzy, the explosive behind the back, kind of similar to a Jamal Murray behind the back. This may be the new Jamal Murray for 2K25 because you guys are going to learn later on the Jamal Murray behind the back is absolutely cooked this year, okay? Another lob, kind of insinuating that finishing is going to be good. Now, as you guys are seeing in this gameplay, okay, keep in mind, this is on pro difficulty. Okay, you're not just going to be able to run to the rim, turn your brain off, and make layups like this guy is, okay? It's on pro difficulty. It might even be on rookie. So take the finishing mechanics with a grain of salt when it comes to light contested layups. However, if you look, Ja Morant kind of glides around the court. So what I'm thinking is we might have some nice dribbling this year. This may be a very good dribbling 2K because, as I said, with that new dribble system, I don't want to keep saying that it looks fluid, but the gameplay does look very smooth, especially for quick now gameplay. Okay, for the quick match gameplay out there, it's usually a lot more clunky looking. Now, in this play right here, there's something that you should absolutely know. Okay, Jamal Morant is not going to have super high defensive stats, and he's obviously getting punished for it. It's not the worst ever, okay, because he's staying attached to Schroeder, right? He's staying attached to him for the most part, but at some point, he puts himself in a bad position, like right there, back is turned, and he's going to get a blow by. So what I took from that clip is that you can play defense to an extent with lower defense, but you're not just going to be able to wall people up and get stops without having your clamps on a certain level. And as we're able to talk about the My Player Builder and how much you're able to upgrade your player, there's no reason you should be making builds without perimeter and without these things unless you're just running with pure locks all the time. But that's something that I took away from that clip right there. Now in this clip right here, you guys are going to see crazy take, it goes in. We take these with a grain of salt, but the movement itself to the basket looks good. The dribble moves look good. Kind of just even the players standing around, it looks more realistic. It doesn't look as clunky. And that's something that I'm taking away from this gameplay right here, is that it doesn't look staticky. You know what I mean? It could look very gross and it doesn't. Now, something to take away from that right there, stunning. Okay, so stuns are back. So as you guys can see, lightning handles pops up on gold and we get a stun animation. Again, regardless of the stun animation, Morant's SIGs look phenomenal. I already said that, but his SIGs look phenomenal. But right here, as you can see, little stun animation into the garbage take that's going in because we're on pro difficulty. Like I said, take all that with a grain of salt. But stun animations are back, so you're gonna need to make sure that you have your ankle braces and all these things. Now, what I don't know is what you're gonna need that on, and only time will tell, but you're gonna need it on something. Okay, so let's jump into this gameplay. We are now going to the point of view of being the Nuggets. And again, this is more so just to test how Jamal Murray is looking, because as you guys know, Jamal Murray had the most meta OP signature style in the game last year with the behind the back. So something that a lot of people wouldn't take away from this clip that I just took away is Luka Doncic is gonna have higher strength than Jamal Murray, okay? He's gonna have higher strength than him, and you can kind of see it in the blow by right here, okay? You can kind of see that the weight, the size, and the strength plays a factor. The computer pulled up for a jumper right there, but a good user is taking that all the way to a basket for a layup. Now, how that's gonna impact when people have, actual strength and actual perimeter is yet to be determined. Again, this is just all early footage. We haven't been able to see much, and we don't get the game till next week. But that's something to pay attention to is early in the game, especially when people aren't loading perimeter onto their builds, you might want to have a higher weight, higher strength build. Because look, if you're seeing a smaller guard in the park, it's looking like you can absolutely bully them with your size. Again, a good user is going to get to the basket there for an easy layup. Jamal Murray, his movement is really not that great. Again, we also don't have the best player in the world using him, but his movement's not that great. Now, I'm going to tell you what I like is the first use of pro play that I've ever seen that looks clean, okay? This right here was 1,000,000% a pro play animation. The behind the back into the one dribble step back. That is the first time I've ever seen a pro play animation and thought, wow, that actually looks relatively clean. And I'm thinking you might see a lot more of that. This might be a year of off the dribble, mid-range shots, 3-point shots. It may be a pro play type, we're doing pull-ups type year. So look, Kyrie gets the ball. As you can see, he has great signature styles. I wish we had a Kyrie point of view, but unfortunately we don't. However, I'm sure that gameplay is going to come out later and we'll be able to see more of it. But this right here is the clip where we're going to see that the Jamal Murray behind the back is cooked. It's cooked. It's cooked. 2K saw you guys' complaints and they made him do a behind the back like my grandma would. I'm talking his behind the back is... It's horrible. Okay, so you're not putting Jamal Murray behind the back on this year. Those days are over. Okay, he is absolutely cooked when it comes to the behind the back. Maybe some other SIGs, but the behind the back is done. That little snatch back right there, the little between the legs combo, you could probably put on. But Jamal Murray behind the back, RIP. We're leaving that in 2K24. But again, right there is another pro play dribble pull up, and it looks clean. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. The pro play dribble pull up, at least for Jamal Murray, looks clean. Into this Lakers gameplay, okay, I know a lot of people want to see the Lakers. Why? Because they want to see Bronny and Bron, okay? So this is the first look at Bronny and Bron. As you can see, even the computer is using Jamal Murray's pro play pull-up. Now look, Bronny James with the ball. One thing about Bronny James is he has a very clean release, okay? It is a very clean, very high arcing release, okay? This might be a jumper that a lot of people are using early. That shit looks smooth. Okay, it looks very smooth. It's got a high release point. You get off the ground and it's relatively quick. If you're looking for a jump shot early, this is looking like it could be a solid day one jump shot. Now, do I think this is going to be the meta all year long? Absolutely not. But that first day, if you watch this gameplay, there was not a lot of greens. He got on Bronny and his first jumper with him is green. That's the type of things that I like to pick up on. It's like the first jumper that he took with Bronny is green. It probably means that this jumper is going to have a bigger release window and it's easier to time. So Bronny's jumper looks absolutely smooth, and you know, it might be something that you're seeing in the park, especially at the beginning of the year. Okay, like I said, I don't think it's gonna be the whole year, but in the beginning of the year for sure. Now, Jokic smokes the layup, okay? Wall up right there. As you guys can see, as I was saying earlier, this is where I don't think paint mashing is gonna be OP because Anthony Davis has high interior. I think interior is really going to matter this year. I think 2K watched how bad meter dunking and stick dunks were, and it's going to be one of these things where if you have interior on your builds, you'll be fine, but if not, you're going to get scored on, you're going to get punched on. Now right there, obviously Anthony Davis does have high interior. He's getting the stop. We're hitting Bronny James again, okay? He's going to work the pick and roll with his father into the 40-year-old slamma jamma. Now, I don't know if you guys peeped, but peep this. Peep this. You have feedback now on your alley-oops, okay? So look. It's late, slightly late on the alley-oop. They put the feedback up there. Just one thing that's good to note, okay? That's something that is absolutely good to note. Bronny coming off the screen again, another green. He took 2 jumpers with him, and both of them were green. Those are the type of things that you got to look for. You got to take this gameplay with a grain of salt, but pick up on the little things, okay? We don't really care about too much, but somebody who shot straight whites the whole gameplay and then gets on Bronny James and is sparking with him on the same difficulty, something to keep in mind. Now also, Caitlin Clark, another one. She's got a pretty smooth jumper, okay? It's quick. It's a lot quicker, in my opinion, than Bronny's, but it is not going to get as much space and as much separation solely because it doesn't get as high off the ground, but it is very quick. You might see a little bit of Caitlin Clark too if it's available. We won't know if it's available in my career, in my park, but if it is, you might see Bronny and Caitlin Clark a lot on day one. But overall, guys, again, we are 1 week away from NBA 2K25. Tomorrow is going to be the My Park news, and guys, I am reacting to everything. Any new updates that are coming out, I am streaming live on Twitch every single day, today, tomorrow, and for the rest of 2K25, I will be live on Twitch every single day. So if you are not following me, make sure that you guys do it. Make sure that you sub to the channel because I will be uploading here on YouTube as well every single day. But let me know what you guys think about the gameplay. Are you guys hyped? Are you guys seeing things that you want to see? What are we thinking? Is the gameplay looking like a W or is it looking like an L? Like I said, I do respond to every single comment. So get at me, guys, and I'll respond to you. I appreciate the love. And as always, it's your boy Choc. Stay tuned for more, and I'm out. Peace.